Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today is just another sad day for the Destiny community. I'm new to YouTube. I started a while back, but I went to college and stuff like that. I kind of just lost track of time and stuff like that. Never really had time as an athlete, but I feel like this was my calling because this is crazy. Doesn't even feel real saying this, but it's over. Destiny is coming to an end. Let's talk about it. Today we got to talk because if you've been around Destiny for years, whether you started in the Cosmodrome back in D1 in 2014, or you joined during D2 in 2017, or midway through Witch Queen, Lightfall, Final Shape, can't leave out the big heavy hitter Forsaken, but this news is just different though. Bungie officially confirmed that June 9th, 2026 will be the final live service content update for Destiny 2. No more major expansions. There's no more seasons. No more ongoing development. And after this final update called Monument of Triumph, it's over. And honestly, it just feels unreal. I mean, been playing this game for so long, it's just kind of crazy. It's because Destiny it wasn't another game. For millions, it was the game. You know what I mean? Like, this is the game I grew up on, you grew up on. The game people came home after work, after school. It was a part of all of us. Destiny became a second home for me, and I assume as well for every single one of you watching this video. It literally just feels like an end of an era. Like, a part of you is just now suddenly gone. And what makes it crazier is all the reports that happened after the announcement, as far as layoffs coming, and even the devs not even knowing that production was going to stop until the article dropped. Like, that's literally insane. On top of that, there's no Destiny 3 in the works. We can assume it was a incubation project, but who knows? We don't know anything. Like, we're just stuck in the unknown, like we have been for the past year, really. Like, I don't get it. And if you've been following Bungie over the past few years, this didn't come out of nowhere. The studio's already gone through massive layoffs. Hundreds of employees were affected. The morale at Bungie is just horrible. The player trust is gone. Content delays keep happening, and a lot of fans slowly just stop listening. They stop caring, and that's just frustrating. But even then, through all the controversial expansions, the microtransactions, the content vaulting, all the shit that we didn't like, people still came back, and somehow we're still fighting for it, right? Like, that's just how powerful Destiny is, right? It's how important it is to everyone, because nobody can deny, when Destiny hits though, the music, the raids, the atmosphere, the lore, the gunplay, Bungie literally mastered all of it. Go back to your first raid experience, stepping into Vogue, hearing Guardians make their own fate for the first time, or even beating Oryx for the first time, or just running King's Fall at 3 a.m. with friends, or random people you met in LFG, or going flawless, or any great moment that you had. Like, those weren't just gaming moments. Like, those are memories people will carry forever. Like, and it feels like it's just all gone, right? Feels like they don't care. They didn't listen. Destiny wasn't big because of its player numbers. It was big because of the connection it had with each and every single one of us. The community was huge. We had PvE players, PvP sweats, Lord nerds, speedrunners, fashion players, and even just Sherpas. Just teaching raids to new lights, new people. Building communities. Like, just think about the amount of videos all the other content creators made that got millions of views, all the fan art that's created around the game, the musicians, all the music in Destiny is just perfect. Think about the cosplayers. Destiny literally became a culture itself. Like, and I think a lot of people outside the community never really realized how huge it was. And at its peak, Destiny was one of the biggest live service games on the planet. Like, millions of players were active, massive Twitch viewership, entire conventions. Some of the most passionate communities in gaming history came from Destiny. Like, think about it. People have met best friends through Destiny, met their husband and wives through Destiny. People literally escaped depression through Destiny. And yes, it sounds dramatic, but it's the truth. Like, if you know, you know. Like, if you've been there, I'm sure you've experienced all of it and more. And honestly, this is why the situation feels so emotional for many people and players, because it's not about a game dying or ending. It just feels like a chapter of people's lives, or people's lives are ending. It's crazy. Some players are angry. Some players are, blaming Bungie's leadership. Some are devastated. And then, if you stuck around through all the highs and lows, you saw this coming years ago. Let's be real. You never wanted it to happen, but just how it is. And regardless of where you stand, I think most of the community agrees on one thing: is just Destiny just kind of deserves better. The franchise as a whole, it's just the potential it has is so unmatched. The game wasn't perfect. We all know this. Think about Telesto. I don't even have to say anything else. But because the community stayed so loyal through everything, through the delays, the server issues, the sunsetting, the bad expansions, the layoffs, even the content droughts, people still logged on, man. Like, the loyalty there is just rare. You don't really get that in a lot of games nowadays. Games come out and die in a year or two. They make a new one. This game has lasted a decade, for over 10 years. And I think, like, that's going over people's head. Like, 10 years. Like, it's a long time. Let's be real. 10 years from now, people are still going to talk about Destiny. The raids, the music, the lore, the great expansions such as the Taken King, Forsaken, Witch Queen, the Final Shape. People are all still going to remember hearing the Orbit music late at night, staying up with friends. That legacy isn't disappearing. Even if updates stop. And maybe that's the weird thing about all of this. Destiny 2 might be ending its live service era, but Destiny itself, the memories, the friendships, the impact it had, that stuff doesn't really end. So whether you're grinding every week or you quit years ago, I want to know, what's your favorite Destiny memory? Because right now, this feels like the entire community sitting around one last campfire together. And honestly, that might be the most Destiny thing possible. Real quick before I let you guys go, Lucky 10, he's a bigger Destiny 2 content creator. He is starting a petition. We're trying to get as many signatures as possible. I'll leave the link in the description below. As the recording of this video, I think we are over 100K people signed up, which is honestly crazy because this all happened just 2 days ago. And with that being said, we need to let our voices be heard. We need to like, share, comment, repost everything we can. And let's start a trend. Hashtag we want Destiny 3. I want to thank you guys for watching. I would appreciate any love and support sent my way. But I'm done yapping. Like and subscribe.